If you have not read the Outlander books, part of this video may contain spoilers. We all have theories about how our favorite shows will come to an end, but what do members of the cast think themselves? Caitriona Balfe reveals her theory on how Outlander will end. How long is Outlander going to last? What does Diana Gabaldon think? Let's find out. First up, Caitriona Balfe reveals her theory on how Outlander will end. We don't want to think about it, but it's inevitable. One day we'll all have to witness the very last episode of Outlander. Hopefully that day won't come anytime soon, but we're far enough into the story to start wondering how the end will happen. How does Caitriona Balfe herself, who portrays Claire Fraser in the series, think the story of Claire and Jamie Fraser will end? Balfe told Digital Spy that she doesn't think Claire and Jamie can survive without the other. Claire, for one, won't leave Jamie no matter what. We all know how that went for both of them the last time they tried, and no one wants to go through that again. But as Balfe points out as well, no one is eternal. So at some point, someone is going to have to croak it, so they as well do it together, is Balfe's conclusion. The model turned actress imagines it will be a kind of Nias and Deirdre or Romeo and Juliet moment where they're together and lie down to slowly drift off and die. Is this based on any information from the source? Not really, though Balfe does suspect that author Diana Gabaldon gave into Sam Heughan's badgering and told him the ending for his character. What that ending is though, only Gabaldon knows for now. Next, how long does Caitriona Balfe think Outlander will last? If Caitriona Balfe has given some thought about how Outlander will come to an end, how does she feel about the show timeline-wise? Well, at the moment, cast and crew are busy filming the next season of Outlander Season 7. Balfe explained how the upcoming season will have 16 episodes, for which everyone has been bracing themselves, hoping to have the stamina to power through so many months of production. It will take them approximately 13 months of shooting to get all of them wrapped. That is, if everything goes to plan. So in all honesty, Balfe admitted there isn't really any time to think about how many more seasons of Outlander there will be. As Balfe pointed out, as long as the material and writing continue to be challenging and there are new things to explore for the actors, that's all you can really ask for. But in the end, these things are out of the hands of cast and crew. All we can do as fans is make sure that it is abundantly clear that we're not done with the Frasers just yet. And now, does Diana Gabaldon have the end of Outlander in sight? Fans will know that Outlander is based on the amazing book series by Diana Gabaldon, and adaptations being what they are, we've been getting a season of the show for every book of the source material. And as of right now, Gabaldon is working on the 10th and possibly last book that features Claire and Jamie Fraser. This means two things. First, as it says on the page of said book on Gabaldon's website, she's not completely sure yet that this will be the last book with Claire and Jamie. While it may be nice for her to move on to different stories, she's carried around the characters of Claire and Jamie for over 30 years. It can't be easy to let them go, but if you read very carefully, you'll find the second point, which is Gabaldon specifically says that it might be the last book in the Outlander series to feature these specific two characters. Gabaldon has written lots of books and novellas in the Outlander universe, the ones about Lord John Grey being especially dear to a lot of fans. Just because the story of Claire and Jamie will have to come to an end one day doesn't mean we won't get any stories from the Outlander universe at all, ever. So no, the end of Outlander is probably not near at all, thank goodness. Stay tuned, we're about to dig into very important Season 7 important. Maybe you don't want to know, but there may be a reason why Outlander's Season 7 will be the last season after all. Who are the new faces that have been added to the cast for the upcoming season? And what characters will they be portraying? And when can we expect the 7th season of Outlander to come out? Stick around until the end of the video to find out more. Let's start with why Outlander's Season 7 could be its last, and get that over with. So now we've established that we'll always have the Outlander books. What are the chances that Season 7 of Outlander is also the last season? Diana Gabaldon told The Times that there have been talks between her and the Starz show's creators. Naturally, if the series comes to an end before it has a chance to adapt all books, they will have to look into contriving an alternative ending. These talks have resulted in a few conditional conclusions, but sadly, no one will know how everything will play out until we get a little bit further down the road. As of now, Outlander has not been renewed for Season 8. Filming for Season 7 has barely begun, so there's hardly reason for worry. But there's the undeniable success of Outlander, which has turned our beloved characters into wanted stars that have caught the attention combination of casting directors. And then there are the numerous spin-offs in the works. Realistically speaking, it really wouldn't be a surprise. We've gotten to enjoy Outlander for a full 10 years now, and as Gabaldon rightly pointed out, it's rare for a hit series to go that long. If the show has to end now, they know where to go and make it work. But let's all cross our fingers that it won't. Following the new faces of Outlander Season 7. Filming for Outlander Season 7 has officially started in Scotland, and we're happy to hear that new faces have been added to the cast. Returning for the new season, we have, of course, Caitriona Balfe and Sam Heughan in the roles of Claire and Jamie Fraser, John Bell as young Ian Fraser Murray, and Sophia Skelton and Richard Rankin will be back to portray Brianna and Roger Fraser, making up the core cast for Outlander. But as readers will know, we're about to be introduced to the Hunters. Rachel and Denzel Hunter are Quakers. Rachel is modest and righteous, but firm in her Quaker ways. Though she's known for her flashes of fiery spirit, Denzel, her brother, is trained in medicine and wants to join the Revolutionary Army to serve as a surgeon. And for Outlander the TV series, we have Izzy Michael Small and Joey Phillips. You might have seen Michael Small in Never Let Me Go or as young Stella in the TV miniseries Great Expectations. She will be stepping into the role of Rachel Hunter. Joey Phillips has TV credits that include Doctors, Casualty, and Hobie City. But Phillips has also worked with the Royal Shakespeare Company, making him an experienced theater actor. And in Outlander Season 7, we'll see him portray Rachel Hunter's brother, Denzel Hunter. Together, they will join Charles Vandervoort, who's recently been announced to be taking up the role of William Ransom as the new faces of Outlander. And at last, when will Outlander Season 7 be released and where? It has been reported by Deadline that Outlander fans may get to enjoy the final product of Season 7 as soon as late 2022 or very early 2023, despite the fact that shooting has only just begun. According to the estimation of Caitriona Balfe, filming of Season 7 will take about 13 months, give or take. Part of the reason is because they didn't get to film quite what they wanted for Season 6, but Balfe was pregnant during production, and there came a point where continuing was simply not an option. The things they didn't get to shoot last time around will now be added to the new season. So we don't have to worry. This means we'll be missing out on something. It just means more filming will have to be done than is usually the case for one season of Outlander episodes. And even though post-production won't be nearly as intense as they say, a season of Stranger Things work will still have to be done. Now, nothing is impossible, but it should be safe to say the unprecedented delays we say between Season 5 and 6, 21 months in total, won't be repeated. But as of now, a release date for Season 7 of Outlander has not been released. Once the new season is released, you'll be able to watch it as always on Starz. And that's all we have on Outlander for now. What do you think about the new actors that have been added? If you're familiar with the books, are they living up to your expectations? Or did you have other people in mind? Let us know in the comments what you think. And thank you for watching today's video. Bye!